When I hear all of that noise and that emotion, that energy, it immediately goes into my body as well, and I feel so energetic that I need to be involved and I need to jump around and contribute to that, and it brings life to you, and axé, as we call it in Portuguese, is the energy, the life that Capoeira brings to the group.
Thing you think of when someone says group workout. Maybe it's step aerobics, or a group of kickboxers, or Richard Simmons sweating to the oldies in his bright red shorts. You may think about a lot of things, but beating a drum, clapping, and singing probably aren't on your list. These UNI students have left the world of Jane Fonda and Denise Austin and are doing group aerobics, Brazilian style. Welcome to Capoeira class at UNI's Recreation Center. Capoeira is a Brazilian sport that combines martial arts and dance. Players exchange kicks and escapes in a call and response of the mind, body, and soul.
It is dynamic, it's very fluid. You kind of react to your partner's reactions with your own creative response. You don't have to kick a certain way or memorize a certain set of complicated maneuvers. You just freely are able to express yourself in a creative and very fluid way.
The freedom to be creative in Capoeira is what separates it from other martial arts. In fact, this 500-year-old skill has always been about freedom, even from the very beginning.
Well, Capoeira was originated in Brazil. It was created by Africans after they were taken from their land by the Portuguese to be enslaved and work in sugar cane plantations, coffee plantations. They created Capoeira as a way to go against their master.
These African slaves were not allowed to practice martial arts openly because their masters would feel threatened. But much like the spiritual songs of North American slaves, Capoeira became a way to resist oppression secretly.
They created Capoeira as a martial art, but in order to be able to practice where they were living, they disguised as a dance. So it has the musical instruments and the singing and clapping, but they are really practicing martial arts exercises.
In the 17th century, the Dutch tried to take Brazil from Portugal. The Portuguese became preoccupied with the invasion, and the slaves had their chance. Using Capoeira against their masters, thousands of them escaped to the rainforests.
And once they reached for the forest, they started practicing those kicks, and then they would come back and try to rescue some others. And little by little, they were able to do that, and they created Quilombo dos Palmares, which lasted for 100 years and had 50,000 free slaves living there, free Africans. So they were able to use it as a martial art to rescue their friends.
As times have changed, Capoeira has become more of a performance art than a combat skill. The kicks are still there, but the intent is different.
The situation changed, times are different, so we challenge each other, but in a different form. I want to see how far you can go using your body. So we still have the kicks and the movements with your arms and all the acrobatics, but I'm challenging you to see if you're able to escape from my kicks, but my point is not to hurt you.
I mean, you can get them down in the play, and sometimes you don't make them fall, but you really show your skills when you can make the person fall but not get hurt. But it's not about hurting at all. It's about playing, and it's a dialogue with your body. It's a beautiful game when you can have the call and the answer, both playing together.
Bringing people together is a big part of the spirit of Capoeira. Nationality, race, sex, and body type don't matter inside the ring. Anyone can join the game, and I mean anyone.
We used to say that Capoeira is for men, women, and children. It's perhaps the only sport where you see people from different social backgrounds and ethnic backgrounds getting together, practicing and performing, and it doesn't matter how tall you are, how athletic, You know, I might be overweight, you might be a skinny person, and we all join the circle and we perform, because it's all about letting people contribute to that social event.
I like meeting new people, making a lot of new friends all over the place. You know, coming and training is enjoyable. Learning how to do really cool movements. You know, you play someone you know or may not know, and have a dialogue with them. You know, you push them and they push you, and you get to know something about them in the process.
Brazilians have known the benefits of capoeira for a long time, and now it's spreading throughout the world. It's fun, it's unique, and did we mention it's fantastic exercise?
Capoeira, I mean, as you saw, it's all about moving your body the whole time. You know, jumping, cartwheel, kicking, escaping, and in the hall, you get so excited that you really do get into the game and play, and when people kick, you gotta escape and kick them back. So all of that is fitness, but it's not only fitness for the body, but for the mind and the soul.
Capoeira is definitely the best form of exercise I've ever done in my life. The difference is the energy that is brought to the group. The whole group feels the same thing when they play. Everyone's brought together, they encourage each other, they energize each other, and everybody comes together and plays as one almost. And in any other group, I haven't found that as much. You're just doing something for yourself, for your own body, and you go home and you do whatever. But when you're in Capoeira, you feel it. You want to go home, you want to do it more, you're energized about it, you're addicted to it. And it makes you feel good all over, and you apply the values to life.